I'm Aaron, I'm 24, and today we're at my hostel at the Simon community in Belfast, Saintfield Road. It all kind of started 3 years ago. I was out of school, out of college, and looking to go into business. And my two main interests were either art or music, and at the time I fell in love with someone, got into a relationship that person held the same interests, and we then decided to open a tattoo parlour together, and we're working away at that. And I already had my own home at this point, but I was spending a lot of time over there with work and staying over at my partner's, trying to just, have a relationship. And eventually this relationship broke down along with the business we were trying to launch. And over time I just forgot to realise my own needs, my own house. I got a bit depressed and I stopped opening letters, I stopped tidying up. I was always in and out very fast, and eventually that led to me becoming homeless. I got served a notice of abandonment. Essentially that's just coming home to a steel shutter over your door. Not a nice feeling, and felt pretty helpless in that moment. I didn't know what to do. From then on I made friends on the streets. One in particular, he taught me how to play guitar in a different way I didn't know how to yet. That went well, and throughout the entirety of this year I slept outside, and he was always there with me. We often slept in Botanic Gardens, which is just down the road, and we'd always have to wait till after 9, and through the winter, the summer, any weather, we slept outside. So it was good to have a companion like that. Coming off the street. The thing, like, if you have a buddy to do it with, who's out in the street in the same situation, same boat as you, it's a lot easier. But I can imagine if I was on my own, it would have been a lot more scary. I mean, yes, the park gates shut at 9, but we got in just to sleep under the shelter of the bandstand, but that doesn't stop anybody else getting in. If you're on your own, you'd wake up and you could be surrounded by anyone. You don't know. Belfast is a crazy place, especially while you're homeless. So in that time, before I came here, I was lucky enough to have a friend who let me stay on his sofa for 3 weeks. So that's definitely, having stayed on the streets, the actual streets, for a year before that, it was nicer not having to go back to where I've been before. It's good to have a friend like that. So I stayed with him for 3 weeks until I got a vacancy for here. I was just going to the housing executive every day, phoning them every day, and just putting in as much effort as I could to try and get a spot here. And I'm glad I did now, because it's definitely one of the better hostels in Belfast. Coming off the streets into a hostel, it's a completely different feeling, because there's not that suspense of where you're going to go the next day. You wake up and you've got a bed, it's nice. And the first thing I noticed about the hostel was the staff. The staff are always there for you, really friendly, extremely approachable, and every single one of them isn't afraid to get involved with you in whatever way you need. Once you get accommodated, it's easy to get comfortable, and sitting staring at four walls can be the impendium of anyone's day, but being active, being fit, going out walking, it gets you outside of those four walls. It makes you less anxious, and certainly a cure for depression, exercise. So recently I've been trying to walk at least 4K a day, which is a significant upstep from my previous lifestyle. I used to be very lazy. Recently I got a bike as well, so I'm cycling at least 6K every day. I'm just trying to do simple at-home workouts like push-ups, cardio, mountain climbers, sit-ups, crunches, you name it, anything to shed a bit of belly fat. And the one thing I've noticed most about cycling and being more active is it definitely motivates you to quit smoking if you're a smoker, because you're not going to get far in life or in a marathon if you smoke. It's good. Days where I'm not busy or have a free enough schedule, I would go and I would just play guitar, unamplified, it's just an acoustic. I play a tambourine as well with it. I just play folk music. Also play a lot of well-known dance tunes from like the 80s, the 90s, but just on guitar, just transposed on guitar. And people like it, and gets you a few quid. Not that I'm ever doing it for the money, I do it for the conversations people have with you when they stop, and the music you discover while I'm playing. Far more energy now. I seem to wake up feeling better. I seem to be less tired, and it just feels like a far better thing using my energy for something positive, something that benefits me. I'm just looking forward to the end of it, to see how wrecked everyone else is, and just to be completely shattered with the rest of them myself. Will be good, knowing you got through it with a bunch of other people that are doing it for the same cause, or even for their own little personal needs. I feel a bit more positive. I feel that it's a long road to get into shape for anybody. Of course, the more you work out and the more work you put into it, the faster you'll see results, but inevitably, it doesn't matter who does it, it's a long road. I feel like I'm just going to keep going. I've got the motivation now to keep going and to keep pushing myself physically, because where I want to be is a few stone lighter and a lot more healthier.
Absolutely knackered, but I would do it again, for sure.